bikes have taken their places on the grid. The light is about to go out any second now. This is when the riders have to clear their minds completely so they can give it everything they've got.
Hi guys, and welcome to some more MotoGP 17 gameplay action. We are here at Barcelona and we are riding on board Jorge Lorenzo's Ducati here from the first person viewpoint as we go through the pack. So up into 14th position as we approach this first chicane on the brakes. And coming around here, very intense first turns these. You've got to get through as clean as you possibly can. I get bumped there, slightly off the track, but we regain in 9th position then. Make that 10 and 11, so we're dropping down the field as we get back on the power then. Coming around this short straight before getting on the brakes. Again for a right-hander that seems to go on forever. Be very patient with that throttle and then unleash it as you get about midway through the turn before hitting the brakes again to line yourself up for this left-hander. So I'm going to have a little dive on the inside here, take a place. So we're up into 10th place. This is a 3-lap race. MotoGP race, of course. A little bit of contact there as we get onto the brakes again. A little bit unsteady. I am using the semi-pro physics. And I'll put the damage on light. And a little bit offline here. So vulnerable to getting overtaken as we do. So down into 9th place then as we go along this long straight. But as soon as you get up to a bit of speed, you're going to be hitting the brakes again. So for this left-hander, very tight. Using the inside left there rather than the outside left turn. No cones actually on the outside left turn to tell you where you need to turn, so it's easy to run wide and go around the outer left-hander. Now we're coming through this tricky section here. This is the modern version of the Barcelona track. Very tight section here, tricky enough with a car, but on the bike it's even more difficult to get through there. So we come around this right-hander to join the start-finish straight then, so that'll bring us up to the first lap of 3. And we're behind Pedrosa here in 8th position. So pretty intense stuff from the cockpit view especially. You know, it's one of those games where you're just constantly in a state of anxiety. You know, you have that sort of tenseness in your chest. You know, in a good way. This really does give you sort of a thrill, gives you that sort of adrenaline rush. Because at any moment, you know, you can make a mistake, fall off your bike, overshoot a turn, miss your braking point, you name it. You know, it really is a tough game. So you've really got to be so focused all the way through, because any lapse in concentration it can all go hideously wrong. Even on the semi-pro physics, this game is a challenge. So on the brakes through this left-hander now as we close in on Pedrosa, about 40 seconds into this lap. Now this section coming up, I am a little bit quicker than the AI it seems here. So on the brakes, a little bit early on the brakes this time, a little bit more cautious and not quite getting the line right there. So a little bit messy through there this time. Going to hit the brakes a little bit later through here compared to the last lap, and sure enough again a better turn through there. A bit patient on the throttle, a little bit too much curve there, sends the bike juttering around, and again we're onto the curve hitting the brakes through here. I am slower than the AI through here, I do notice. The AI seems to make a very sharp turn through there. I'm unable to replicate that. So again, very patient on the throttle before unleashing it on the exit, before hitting the brakes again for this right-hander, overshooting it slightly. And we come through this left-right chicane very tight through here. You've really got to get it right. You've got to turn in, especially that right-hander at the end there. You have to turn the bike earlier than you expect because the bike just swings around and it gives you that nice exit. So it does feel like you're going to miss the turn, but you've got to turn in early to make that turn if you're going to carry any speed through there. So look at this, approaching 200 miles per hour. Look at this, 210, 211 before hitting the brakes through this right-hander. Slightly wider there through there. And again, the bike a bit too keen there on the accelerator. And the bike lets me know. So second gear through here. Building up the revs on the exit then. So still in 8th position, so this is a very good challenge. This is on the hard difficulty setting, the AI. And I found that this was more than enough challenge for me, especially from the first person viewpoint. We do have a race showing off the hardest AI, the simulation AI, from the third person viewpoint, so do check that out if you haven't yet seen it. And of course we'll have some more videos on MotoGP 17. Look at the lesser classes, the Moto 2 and 3 categories, so do stay tuned for that. And of course we have all our E3 coverage going on right about now, so we will have some footage on Isle of Man TT and hopefully some Project Cars 2 and a couple of other titles as well, all going well, so do stay tuned for that. So losing out on the place then, trying to get the overtake on the outside. No way I'm going to get through there though. Coming around this left-right turn. Pretty tricky stuff. You've got to be so patient on the throttle through here. It feels like you're waiting forever, then you can unleash it on the exit before hitting the brakes again. So it really does break up the momentum, this new layout of Catalunya. I find the old layout was much better. Get a nice flow through the last turn and onto the finish straight. Not the case with this new layout though. Let us know what you make of the new layout, whether you're a fan of the old style or not. And that was it. So we're coming across the line now. So we're going to have more on MotoGP 17. So do let us know in the comments if there's anything you want to particularly see, and we'll have more content coming up very shortly. Thanks for watching.
Well, how do you like it?
Makes me feel